Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use StatDisk.com to help you solve some of the problems that are similar to the ones that are in the actual StatDisk assignment located in MyMathLab. Also, if you don't know how to get into StatDisk.com, there is a video that's on Canvas that should assist you with that. So make sure you watch that video before you go into this video here. Okay. All right, so here's the first simple problem. Here I want to use the 40 pulse rates of females from Elementary Statistics, the 12th edition data, set 1A, which is body measurements for females that's included in StatDisk. Okay, so, and by the way, we're going to get the descriptive statistics for this sample problem number one, because they're going to want that as well. So let me go to the actual StatDisk.com. And that's this, okay? So you should be able to see this screen after you have logged in to StatDisk, because you have to create a, you have to use a email address and create your own password. It should be an easy setup or an easy sign up. All right, the first thing I need to do here is go to data sets. And in data sets, the one we're going to be using is the 12th edition of Elementary Statistics. That's the one that we're going to be using with all four of the StatDisk assignments, unless otherwise indicated. And then click on that. You should see this set of data items that you will select. And the one we're selected is 1A. That's going to be body measurements for females. That's this right here. You'll click on that, and it's going to pull up this entire data set for everything, which is going to be the age, pulse, systolic, diastolic, HDL, LDL, and so on. Okay. So in this case, so let's say here I want to find the descriptive statistics for one of these. Okay. So like, for example, let's say I want the pulse rates for females, the 40 pulse rates for females. Okay. And that would be the second column that you see here. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to need to go to data. And underneath data, you're going to see a menu item that says explore data, descriptive statistics. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to select on the left-hand side, there's a drop-down menu for you to select. And the one I'm selected is pulse rates. So I'm going to select pulse rates here. And then I'm going to click on the green button that says evaluate. Okay, so this is what I will get from that data set of 40 females on their, in regards to their pulse rates. Now, in that, they're going to ask for pretty much the measure of center, which is going to be the mean, median, and mid-range. Okay, as you can see here, I'm highlighting these. The mean, of course, is 77.5. The median is 77. Mid-range is 80. And then next, they also want the variation, which is going to be the variance, standard deviation, and the range. Do not worry about the mean absolute deviation. We're not looking for that. We just want the variance, the standard deviation, and the range. And in this case, this variance, if we were to round to one decimal place, it'll be 134.5. The first digit after the decimal point is a 4. To the right of it is 8. Is bigger than 5, so the 4 would increase to a 5. And then for the standard deviation to one decimal place will be 11.6. For the same reason, the 5 is the first digit after the decimal point. Next to it is a 5. It's equal to 5. That means the 5 increases to a 6. And then the range, of course, is just plain 48. And then next is the 5-number summary, which is going to be this right here. The minimum, the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and the maximum. It's going to be these numbers here. Here, the minimum is 56. The first quartile is 72. The second quartile, or the median, is 77. The third quartile is 82. And the maximum is 104. Okay. So that's basically what they're going to be asking for in the sample problem number, in the actual problem number 1 in your StatDisk assignment. They just want the mean, median, and mid-range, then the variance, standard deviation, and the range, and then your 5-number summary, the minimum, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. Okay, so let's move on to problem number 2. Or at least sample problem number 2. And that will be this. We're going to use the 40 pulse rates for males from the same data set in Elementary Statistics 12th edition, 1B, body measurements for male. And that's included in the StatDisk as well. Excuse me. And we're going to be finding things like the mean, median, mid-range, variance, standard deviation, and range, and then the 5-number summary. Okay, so I'm going to go back to StatDisk.com. Okay. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and go to data. I mean, not data, data sets, because I need the data sets first. Then I'm going to go to Elementary Statistics 12th edition, click on that, select 1B, body measurements for male. Okay. And now we're going to, let's go ahead and clear this out. And then on the left-hand side, I'm going to go to correction. Data sets, and now let's see, 12th edition, 1B for males. Okay. This right here is the data set for the males. Let's say I want the pulse rates, the descriptive statistics for the pulse rates of men. So here to do that, I need to go to data. Then I'm going to go to explore data descriptive statistics. On the left-hand side, I will select, again, pulse for the pulse rates of men, and then click evaluate. And here, that's the pulse rates. That's the descriptive statistics on the left-hand side. So if you look at these 3, the mean, median, and mid-range, to one decimal place, the mean would be approximately 67.3. Because I have the 2 here, the 5 increases to 2 to a 3. For the median is 67, and for the mid-range is 68. And then here we got the variance, standard deviation, and range. To one decimal place, the variance will be 106.8. Standard deviation is 10.3, and the range is 44. Okay, so those are the values you will enter into the boxes in MyMathLab for the StatDisk assignment number 1. And this, you'll do the same thing for your 5-number summary. Here, the minimum is 46. The first quartile is 60. The second quartile is 67. The third quartile is 74. The maximum is 90. Okay. So far I've gone over problems number 1 and 2, which is just retrieving the data sets from the 12th edition of elementary statistics. Okay. So now we can go on to problem number 3. Excuse me again. In problem number 3, you're going to create a box plot for the pulse rates for men and women. And this is the data set that they're going to give you. This is just a partial data set. Now, in the actual homework, you're going to have to click on a icon to get that data set for the pulse rates of men and women. Okay, so here, this is the pulse rates for men and for women. Now here you're going to have to enter these data values in StatDisk.com. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so here, I'm going to clear this out. Okay. Let me refresh this screen. Okay, so that's the sample editor. What I did was I just clicked on this StatDisk Online. Now, in the first column, I'm going to enter the pulse rates for men. Okay, so in this case here, I have 60, and then 60, 72, 70, 59, 89, 85, 74, 80, 74, then 87, 52, 91, 64, 68, 58, 81, 60, 76, and 80. And then in column number 2 that you see here, I'm going to enter the pulse rates for women. 79, 68, 69, 71, 78, 76, 96, 74, 63, 79, 69, 58, 74, 80, 78, 92, 98, 58, 99, and 102. Okay. And here I want to create a box plot. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to go to data at the very top, go to data, and then go down to box plot. Click on that. And it's going to ask me which columns of data do you like to plot? Would you like to plot? We're going to start with the pulse rates for men. So that's in column number 1. So I'm going to select column number 1. And I also can do column number 2. That's a pulse rates for women. Okay. And then click on the button that says box plot. Not modified box plot, just a plain box plot. That's the only one you want. Now notice I have 2 box plots. One for column number 1, that's the pulse rates for men. And the other one is the box plot for women, column number 2. Okay. Now in MyMathLab, I'm sure they're going to ask you to select the one for men and for women. You want to select the box plot that best fits the one that you have here. Okay. So usually with those box plots, that's a multiple choice in MyMathLab. So you just have to select the one that best fits, that's closest to the one that you got for the pulse rates for men and for women. Okay. So that's sample problem number 3. Now, sample problem number 4 is pretty much the same, but I'll go over that anyway. This is for actors' data, age data, and for actresses' data. You want to create a box plot for that as well. Okay, so let's go back to StatDisk.com. Okay. I'm going to just refresh this. And what I'm going to do here is just click clear to clear this data set altogether, because I'm in a brand new data. Okay. And by the way, well, I'll just go ahead and enter the actors data, age data, which is here. Let's see, 48, 39, 43, 47, 37, 54, 30, 36, 53, 39, and then 43, 49, 45, 38, 53, 44, 48, 42, 34, and 36. And then column number 2 will be the actresses' age data for the actresses. 22, 33, 32, 34, 40, 55, 32, 29, 33, 31, 37, 38, 44, 39, 26, 24, 34, 35, 28, and 38. Okay. And I'm getting it from that PowerPoint slide that I just showed you not too long ago, if you're wondering where those numbers are coming from. Now I need the box plot for column number 1 and 2, for the actor's age data in column 1 and the actress's age data in column number 2. So we go to data at the very top, go down to box plot. I'm going to select the first 2 columns, column 1 and column number 2, and then select this button that says box plot. So here's the box plot for the men, which is in orange, and the box plot for women, which is in blue. So in the homework, they're going to ask you to select the data set, the box plot that best fits the one that you came up with here in StatDisk.com. Okay. All right, so that will do it for this video on the first StatDisk assignment number 1. So please feel free to email me if you have any questions or if you need assistance with using StatDisk.com to come up with your box plot or how to enter the data. Watch this video as much as you need to. Okay, thank you very much.